Hey guys, Marty here. Welcome back to Snappy Videos. So we need to have a talk about Digimon Seekers. Is it all it's cracked up to be? So I personally have several problems with it, and so far, I'm not very impressed. I'm actually going to stop reading it for a few months. Let's talk about why. Digimon Seekers was first mentioned on the 11th of February at Digimon Con 2023. The mention of it was exciting. I remember watching it. The trailer looked amazing and the explanation of the series got the community really excited. A web novel Digimon series with both a web novel and several trailer videos. Released over a whole year. This sounded really good. Imagine being able to read about it and then watch a video about the same sort of thing every week. This sounded amazing. Not only did they announce Digimon Seekers to be released as a web novel with videos, but it's also said to be released in Japanese, Chinese, and English. This was a big announcement. This meant we didn't have to wait ages for an English or international release, like we do with a lot of their devices. Where are you, Digimon X version 3 English release? Where are you? So it'd all come out at the same time as the Japanese, which would be awesome. I don't really want to spoil too much about it, so I'm going to give the most brief description of what Digimon Seekers is. Digimon Seekers will follow Iji and his Digimon adventure where he gets a Digimon linker, which is essentially a vital bracelet with way more features. Why I'm not happy. Let's have a talk now about why I'm not happy about Digimon Seekers. And I'm not just going to bash on it here, so let's talk at the end of the video about how it can be improved and what I'm planning to do with Digimon Seekers. There are two main reasons I'm not happy with Digimon Seekers. My first reason is the translation from Japanese to English. And I'm going to assume there's the same issue with Japanese to Chinese, but I don't speak or read Chinese, so I'm not sure. But let's just assume the same issue is there for the sake of this video. Translation. The way it was talked about at Digimon Con 2023, and how pretty much all the community expected it to be, was that it would be translated directly into English and it would read really well, like any other English Digimon book. Instead, it seems to be just directly machine translated, and no input from translators to make sure it makes sense. So there are times when things don't make sense, or don't really flow that well. It makes it seem tacky, and looks like they've kind of just pushed the international audience to the side and really focused on the Japanese again. At times, I did find it a little bit hard to read some parts of it because of the poor translation. And it's not just me. I've seen other people online as well as other YouTubers complaining about the level of translation being poor. I have heard of some people trying to fix the translation and posting better versions of it, but if Bandai did this properly to begin with, this wouldn't be an issue. Slow moving. For the first week of Digimon Seekers, there was a release every day, which was amazing. I love getting up every day and reading the next edition of Digimon Seekers. It was so good. And they were the perfect size for a daily read, leaving you excited to read tomorrow's entry. But after the first week, the daily releases would stop and they'd be released weekly. And once we got to this point, the weekly release wasn't really enough, at least not at the size they're releasing them at. In my opinion, it needs to be at least 2 to 3 times the size if they're going to release one a week. Because by the time you read it and get excited, a few days go by and you start to forget bits of it. You may even lose some of the hype for the next one to come out. So by the time you read the next one, you almost need to rehash on the last chapter. I honestly thought that when they were going to go to weekly releases, they'd be releasing them in a lot bigger sizes. But the size didn't really change, which means you sit down for like 10 to 20 minutes, depending on how good you are at reading, or how good the translation is. Immerse yourself in the amazing digital world of Digimon Seekers. Then you have to wait another week for a small hit of Digimon. How to improve. It's not just me that's voiced my concerns. As I said before, you will see various other people online that aren't fully happy with Digimon Seekers. I still personally really want this series to be good, and I do think it is a good series, besides the translation issues and the large time between small releases. So how could they improve Digimon Seekers? Well, the translation part wouldn't really be that hard, especially because they probably already have the whole story already written up, just sitting there waiting to be released. So why not pay someone that's fluent in Japanese to English and Japanese to Chinese and have them translate it and make sure everything flows correctly and reads well. I feel like that's a super easy fix, and they could even go back over the previous chapters and translate them correctly. And I don't think this would take that long to do. As for the slower moving once a week release, well, why not release 2 to 3 times a week? Or make the releases bigger, maybe double or triple the size, so we have more to read to tie us over till the next week. Am I going to keep reading it? So my plan now with Digimon Seekers is to wait a bit, maybe another 2 to 3 months. That way more can be released and I can binge read it and watch it all at once. That way this will give me a couple of days worth of Digimon content. The translation though will be annoying, but it'll still be bearable because I will have heaps there and I'll be really immersed in the story, although they really should fix the translation. I really hope they do fix the translation. I feel like they've half-assed the international release. Are you guys still reading Digimon Seekers, and what is your plan with it? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a digital day.